Hey guys, it's Evelyn. Welcome to the March 2021 YouTube video. Now, I don't know about you, but to me this year's going pretty fast. But I'm okay with that. The weather's starting to get warmer. The snow is starting to melt. The global situation is starting to look pretty positive. So I'm down for that. Today's video is going to be a little something different. Today we are going to take a look at what I've got going on inside my camera bag. Now I want to preface this by saying that I am 100% a hobby photographer, hobby videographer / YouTube content creator, if you want to go that far. So yeah, let's just jump right into this here. So first up, we have the camera bag itself. Now, this is nothing special. This is just a basic camera bag only. It's not a camera / travel bag. So this bag is the Low Pro Photo Classic BP300 AW. I believe the AW stands for all weather. Like I said, it's nothing fancy. It pretty much, if you take a look at it, it screams camera bag. So I'm probably not going to want to, leave this just sitting around anywhere or take my eyes off of it for too long, because, like I said, it screams camera bag, camera equipment inside. So the bag itself is pretty basic. The small zipper compartment up front here. The straps, just your basic camera straps. They're not really too padded. Down here you have a waist strap, which is actually pretty padded. You can see that. Which is actually pretty padded. You have pouches on either side to carry some small accessories or a water bottle, things of that sort. On the bottom here, if I can get it open, it is an extendable flap, so you can stick your tripod down through and it'll catch at the bottom here, or going on a hike, you have walking sticks, you can stick them through and they'll be caught at the bottom for some easy carry. Now, on the underside here, if I open this up, I have inside, it is the rain cover for the bag. I'm not going to pull this all the way out because I don't want to have to stuff it back in, but that's where that tucks away, and that'll come up and cover the whole bag. So if you get caught in a rainstorm, the rain's not going to soak through and ruin your gear. The back here, up against your back, it actually is some really nice padding here, so that's a big plus when you're lugging around heavy camera equipment. Alright, so before I open this up and show you the main compartment, I picked this up over the winter. So right after Christmas I ended up picking this up. I actually didn't get it from Low Pro directly. I got it off Amazon. But I have not had a chance to take this out on any hikes yet. So this hasn't been, battle tested. So yeah. Alright. So if we open up the main compartment here, this is what it looks like inside. And yes, I am showing you an empty camera bag. I thought it would be pretty cool instead of showing you what's inside and then taking it out and then having to put it all back inside again. I would start with the bag empty and then pack the accessories in as I talk about them. So this is what we've got going on right here. This is how I have it divided up. Like I said, this hasn't been tested yet, so the layout may change a little bit depending on how I feel. So we got the bottom half there with all the different compartments, and then up top here you have a little zipper compartment, and then at the very top here you have a tablet compartment. First piece of equipment we're going to talk about is the camera themselves. So I currently have two cameras. I have the Sony a6000 right here. This camera here, this is my photography camera. This is, if you look at my photography Instagram, this is what most of my photos come from. It is a mirrorless camera, so it's not one of those big chunky DSLRs, and it is APC, so it does have a bit of a crop factor to it when you're talking focal lengths with lenses, but you see here, and the screen doesn't come all the way out. It kind of just like that. You see that? So that's what this guy looks like. Right? Now, this was my first mirrorless camera. I picked this up late fall of last year, 2020, when I finally decided to take the plunge and pursue photography as a hobby. So this is my main photography guy. Throw this guy right here. So yeah, that was the Sony. That is, like I said, that is my main photography camera. Now my secondary camera is the one I'm currently filming on. It is the Canon EOS M50. It is another mirrorless camera with a crop sensor. So the reason why I have two cameras is because when I was initially doing the research to get into buying my first mirrorless camera, I didn't really do the correct amount of research. I was kind of like, you know what, I want a camera now, you know, give me the best bang for my buck as to let me get started. So I ended up choosing the Sony a6000, paying attention to the screen, the fact that it didn't fully flip all the way up or fully flip all the way out, you know, which is a great thing to have if you're trying to do video. So I stuck with the Sony for a while as my main camera, you know, because I am mainly into photography, so it works great for that. But then I started thinking, you know, I really want to start filming videos to start creating like something for myself to look back on, you know, when I'm older, to see what kind of things I did as a, you know, in my younger years. So I ended up, you know, doing some more research and came across the Canon EOS, which, you know, has the flip out screen, which is what I wanted. So I ended up purchasing that as well. So now here I am as a hobby photographer with not only two cameras, but they are two different camera systems. So I really gotta, in the predicament now to where I need to choose an A camera and a B camera, and fully fully decide which direction I want to go. Invest in accessories for the A camera, just so I'm not compiling a whole bunch of accessories and lenses, for each side. So as of right now, my passion is mainly photography, so the Sony a6000 is going to be the main camera that I invest money in for right now. Alright, moving on from the cameras themselves, after that you have lenses, because these cameras are a step up from your basic point and shoot that already have lenses attached. Between the two camera bodies, I have 3 lenses. The lens I have currently on the Canon is a 15 to 45 millimeter. It's the kit lens. It came with the camera, but it is detachable. So if I wanted to buy another lens for this camera down the road, I can detach it and replace it with a different focal length. But the kit lenses, they, even though they're basic, they're actually really good. You can get some really good photos and really good footage out of them. So like I said, on my Canon right now I have a 15 to 45. For the Sony, I have 2 lenses. I have the kit lens that it came with. Is it out here? The kit lens that it came with. It is a 16 to 50 millimeter, so a little bit different focal length than what the Canon has, but still a really good lens. Actually, the majority of my photos on my photography Instagram have been taken with this kit lens. So again, don't knock the kit lenses. The second lens that I have for the Sony, this one's a little bit bigger. This is a 55 to 210. Yeah, I've used this one a couple of times. Again, this is one that I got over the winter, so I haven't really had a chance to play with this one all too much. Mainly I got this one for when I go out on hikes, for getting some good farther out shots that you wouldn't be able to get with your lower focal lengths. Also comes with the hood, but yeah, really looking forward to getting to use this one a lot more this summer. So now that we're done talking camera bodies and lenses, we get into the fun stuff, the accessories. First up, I have in this here, this is the Peter McKinnon in collaboration with the company Nomadic. This is the accessories case. So if I open this up, inside, you see there, inside I have chargers for my different chargers for my different camera batteries. So this guy right here, this charges my Sony batteries. And then I have the charger for my Canon batteries. Next up, we have the camera straps. Again, one for the Canon, one for the Sony. Throw that in there like that. And then over on this side is something very important. We have the camera body sensor cover, with as well as the rear cover for the lens. These are very important because these protect the lenses and the camera body from getting dust or dirt or any bad things into the camera or the lens that could ruin them. So that's in there. And there are different ones for the Sony versus the Canon. So you can kind of see the predicament I got myself into by not doing my research 100% up front. Now I have different accessories for each camera body because they are not universal or compatible. Alright, so that is that case. Zip that back up. After those accessories, we're going to talk the batteries. So I have this nice, again, Peter McKinnon times Nomadic. This is the battery case. So as of right now, I just have my two Sony batteries in this, and the Canon battery is in the Canon camera. I only have one battery for the Canon, but this can fit up to 3 batteries, and it's magnetic. Like, listen to that. Who doesn't love magnets, right? Super cool. We'll throw that in there. Alright, so after, batteries, you gotta have, your storage for, your memory cards, right? They are small and, you can lose them very easily. They can break, so you want to make sure you have them under wraps as well. The memory card holder. So as of right now, I have 2 memory cards in there. In addition, I have one in the Sony right now and one in the Canon. Currently capturing this, what I hope is a lovely video. And again, more magnets. Magnets are awesome. Put that in the bag. So those are pretty much the basic accessories that you would need for a camera. Your camera straps, your lens cover, body cover, chargers, batteries. So moving on from the basics, you get into a little bit more specialty stuff. By specialty items, I mean things that are nice to have, but you don't absolutely. Things that are nice to have, but aren't absolutely necessary. And this is where, again, I'm getting into a little bit of trouble. Not because of, Sony versus Canon, but because I'm gonna have what you would call shiny object syndrome. Once I get into something, I really get into something, and I kind of start buying, like, all the things. So these next couple of things, are a consequence of that. Next we have the filters. So filters, I have several different filters. These 2 right here, these are from a company called Polar Pro. They're really, really good filters. And basically filters are like sunglasses for your camera lens. They you screw them all into the front of your lens, and they help with the amount of light that is coming in. These are not cheap. You can get cheap filters, but the ones from Polar Pro, they're really good quality, therefore not super cheap, but that's just me. Still along the lines of the filter, I have the filter case here. The two from Polar Pro that I just showed you, they have their own cases, so they're pretty much protected, contained. But I did get a couple of filters with the 15 to I did get a couple of filters that came with my 55 to 210. They didn't come with any kind of case, so I picked up the filter case to throw these guys in just to keep them safe. So, alright, and now, as I mentioned, the filters screw on to the front part of the lens, but not all filters are universal. So in order to make the filters fit, you can invest in some step-up rings. So you would put the step-up ring on your lens first, and then you would screw the filter on to that step-up ring. But I have a couple different sizes of step-up rings because not all lens diameters, are universal. Depending on the focal length or the focal length or the manufacturer of the lens, the front lens diameter is going to be a little bit different. So in order to make your filters work, you might have to invest in step-up rings or step-down rings. Also inside here I have a couple of lens cleaning cloths, just to keep the lenses and filters, the glass clean. Gotta keep that glass clean, no smudges. So moving on from the filter and the step-up rings, we have another accessory that isn't necessarily needed, but is very nice to have, and that is these photography gloves. Now these actually came in handy this winter when I was just out trekking around the backyard trying to find some good photos to take. It got very cold this winter, very snowy, so I was very glad I invested in these. These are photography gloves from a company called Valerie. I think I'm saying that correctly, but from Valerie. And what's nice about them is they are a regular winter glove, very nice, very, very thick, but to help out the photographers access their buttons and whatnot on the camera, the pointer finger, I don't know if you can really see that, the pointer finger and the thumb actually open up and can magnetize back onto itself, so that way you have your fingertips free to manipulate your settings on the camera. Actually, you know what? Let me put these on. Let me show you here. So you put them on like that, and then you just flip back the pointer, flip back the thumb, and they are magnetized to themselves. So now I can hold my camera and operate my dials without worrying about the glove getting in the way of me being able to properly use my camera. So super cool. Again, not absolutely necessary, but good to have. So the next little accessory that I use for mainly my videos is sitting here right behind me actually. That is the little aperture MC light. It's just a little light, comes with a soft box here. I'll try not to blind you with all the light here. It comes with the soft box to help diffuse the light a little bit. And it is magnetic, so if I wanted to stick it to a metal surface, I could. Wow, I'm really... Alright, I'm gonna put this back up here. But yeah, that light is super cool. You can get it to go different colors, different effects. As of right now, I have it on the fire setting, so it's like you're sitting by a campfire, but you could change it, different colors. You can go purple, blue, green. It's crazy the things you can do with it. The next thing that I have is this photography lens ball. Now this I actually got for Christmas. This was the only photography related Christmas gift that I got this past year. So shout out to my girl Haley for that. I haven't had a chance to really use this yet. But I plan on doing big things with it come spring once we start getting some flowers blooming. I really want to explore what this thing can do. I've seen a lot of the people that I follow on Instagram in the photography space use these, and the pictures you can get with them are really, really cool. So really looking forward to using this. Right, so actually the camera, the battery on the Canon just died. And I don't have an extra battery for that thing yet. So switched over to my phone here. The last accessory that I wanted to show you that I have is this here little shop rag. And for those of you who recognize the logo, right? Fly the flag. I have this in my camera bag as, just in case that, we're out and about and, get stuck, caught in rain, or, something splashes on my camera, or, I get dirt on it or something. I have this here rag to kind of wipe it off and keep the camera clean, keep the lens bodies clean, that kind of thing. So this will be a staple in my camera bag as well. Alright guys, that's pretty much gonna do it for this camera bag video. Now, like I stated earlier in the video, I am 100% a hobby photographer, hobby videographer. This is something I do on the weekends to keep me busy, keep me out of trouble, that kind of thing. Do I absolutely need all of these accessories? Heck no. No, not as somebody who just does this as a hobby on the weekends. Like I said, I didn't do my research when it came to getting my first mirrorless camera, so that's how I ended up with two camera bodies. And when it comes to the accessories, you really don't need a whole heck of a lot as a hobbyist. As a hobbyist, I could have just kept it to the very basic accessories, but like I said, shiny object syndrome. And I'm one of those kind of people that, when I get into something, I want to explore all avenues. So, I purchased more accessories than what I probably need right now. I'm still learning the craft, but hey, I'm still young. I'll grow into it, right? But that's going to do it for me for this video. So until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and just keep getting out there doing what you love. Peace, guys. Forgot to show you guys what this bag looks like when I have everything in here now. So let's take a look. There we go. Everything's all packed up. Got both camera bodies, Polar Pro filters, gloves, the filter case with the step-up rings and the smaller filters, my big accessory case, Going over here, we got the 55 to 210, the little shop rag, and the 16 to 50 from Sony. Up top here, we have the memory card case and the battery pack. Get back from there. As far as for filming, the microphone that I use with the Canon is the Rode Video Micro with the dead cat on it. And tripod. Nothing special. So, but yeah, that is the last and final look at what I've got going on in my camera bag. Hope you guys enjoyed it.